I was trying to finish school, and I ended up living a life of survival.
I didn't have a childhood. My parents had issues with drinking.
I'm Larry Davis.
Lucy Steer. I was 14 when I went into the foster care system.
Starting at the age of 2, I entered the foster care system. At the age of 17, when I was making that transition from foster care, I ended up homeless.
When I was 17, these two guys held me against my will at one of their homes in the basement to trade me for sex. I initially had PTSD from it. Our household was just pretty dysfunctional. I grew up just around them fighting and drinking all the time. Then I started drinking.
I became a chronic user of alcohol and other substances.
I started doing heroin when I was 13. My mom wasn't in tune enough to notice that, and then I got into legal trouble.
I ended up in the adult justice system.
When I got in legal trouble, they said I had to stay in the foster care system till I was 18.
Upon my release, I started going to the library, and during that research and trying to find out how I can pay for school, that's how I stumbled upon Lad Lake Independent Living Program. And Lad Lake provided the resources to help me find an apartment that was affordable.
They gave me Liz. She's my AODA counselor. And after I'd been seeing them for a while, I started trying to stay sober, and then after I started doing well, they got me to go to school.
I enrolled back in high school. My grades started to improve, and my focus towards school was improved because I had a place to call my own.
They had worked with me on the addiction, and it took a lot of work, but I was able to get past the PTSD.
I always said, I'm gonna go to college one day. So I started at MATC, but when Lad Lake introduced me to the ETV, those were the funds that I was like, oh, I can use that to go to UWM.
After maybe 9 months of being there, they started to talk about I could go to foster care. They found me the best foster mom ever.
The Earn and Learn program was the first internship that I was paid an incentive, but I was also giving back to the community. Miss Laura offered me volunteer opportunities at the food pantry downstairs. Those hours are what I used to apply to AmeriCorps and then eventually get that job because I had experience in volunteering and giving back. I come here because they have some of the resources that I don't have at home. I'm able to focus, it's a quiet environment. A lot of applications I applied for was in the computer room. Recently, I completed my undergraduate degree in social work and international studies. I'm also working for Children's Hospital.
I've been sober for 20 months. And I'm now a sponsor, which is a mentor for other girls who have gone through the same things that I went through.
Lad Lake gave me belief that it's some type of good in humanity.
They made me feel like I had people on my side, at least.
They're passionate about what they do. Everybody counted me out, but they gave me hope.